Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Spade Adventurers. Welcome back to Spade Gals Productions, the gaming and unboxing channel with me, GX Spins, who's also from Spade Gals Original with Gorilla Cyclones, Quincor, Florali, and vlogs, as well as art videos. And today I have another unboxing for you guys. I'm just trying to knock as many out as possible because, including today, we have a party in 2 days. So I need to start clearing out some unboxing stuff because I wasn't able to do this before. And I'm going to be honest, I've been doing quite a lot of running all day, from cleaning up my room and getting some of these unboxings done. And the one that I did was a 40-minute one that was just non-stop, just talking and all that. So my voice and my throat is a bit like, so I apologize for that. But the nice thing is that we're going to more of just a fun little series that you guys might know. This is the third installment of the Toy Network looking at my childhood plush videos. Now, you guys seem to fairly like the first one. The second one, it did okay. But this is something that I'm honestly enjoying. And it is actually one character for the whole video because I had 2 of them during my childhood, and I actually have 2 replacements, and 2 of them are variants. So I think the way that I'm going to do this is we'll show off the new one, the newest one that I have. We'll talk about it, and then we'll go into the next. And you guys will see what my thought process is. So this is going to be the normal Amy one that is new. I just got to get it out of the bag. Should actually open it more instead of trying to pull it out of the full thing. Alrighty. This is a big Amy. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just need cream and to paint myself purple. Also a fishing rod and frog. I'm just letting that joke sink in. Anyway, though, here we have Amy Rose, and oh my god, I need to stop buying giant variants of these freaking Toy Network plush. It's not as bad as when Knuckles came, but she's a little bit bigger than what I thought. The nice thing, though, is that she is completely mint. There is no restitching on the headband. The dress is on. It's not ripped. There's only a few, like, little strings here and there. But it is the exact thing. And oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how difficult it was to try to find one of these, because so many of them, the headband had been damaged or taken off, and then they had to resew it, and I'm just like, well, it's not that bad, but I don't want to do that. So thankfully I found one, and I believe it was a decent price. I think I found it on Mercari. This is another where it's been a while. So let's look at the plush in and of itself. The eyes are that nice plasticky, you know, if you, I don't want to scratch the paint, but if you like tap your finger on it enough, it'll make that like dink dink kind of noise. She's got the first Toy Network plush, and the only one, thankfully, because it'd be kind of weird if they just randomly decided to give eyelashes to, like, Knuckles. That would be really random. But this is the first Toy Network plush to have anything like this on their face with the eyelashes. The main part is just kind of like there. It's kind of just sewn in. But they did give a nice little 3D effect with the flat felt, which honestly works. Sometimes they just kind of like painted on, which when the whole thing's flat, that does really work. But it's a nice touch that they made the effort to make it 3D. Another nice thing, and this is because it's bigger, and we're going to see a lot of different variety here. But because it's bigger, this part is super stuffed and looks really, really good. I remember my Tails one, which was like around like a normal size type of plush. This part of it was very free-flowing even when I got it new, and it wasn't really stuffed that well. Because it's big, though, the ears are also really nice and big. They're pretty good. They're really nice and soft. I'd pull on it, but A, I don't want to rip it, and B, I don't want her to kick me in the front of the train, like in Sonic X. I know, I'm going to mention that a lot. So, as per usual, the hands are the normal standard type. The tag is a nice little adventure art, which I've always thought looked really, really nice. You know, that's just such a nice touch for that. The bands are kind of just a flat band. They could have definitely done a more puffy one, but this is supposed to be an arcade plush that you could win at carnivals. Seriously, there are ones that are like life size, and people are selling them for $500. Have I considered getting some? Yes. Will I ever get some? No. No. I do not have room or the money for a life-sized Sonic Toy Network plush. I just don't. Now, interestingly enough, the dress is actually not sewn on. That will make sense later. Don't worry about it now. But, for some reason, they left it they kind of just put it on and they left it loose. Even on the bigger one, there's no stitching on here or in the back. There is a back strap where it's leading to her back being open, which is kind of a nice touch, you know, because they really didn't have to do that. But as you can see, it's completely loose even at the bottom, and it's kind of weird and strange, and it's very floppy. And what doesn't help is the fact that the tail is there, and it's raising the dress up as well, so it looks even more weird just because this part's flat, but that is technically Amy's MO, you know? The shoes do look perfectly fine. They do have the little pattern, that little attempt to try to make it look like the bottom of the shoe, which is pretty much appreciated because you can tell it's a different shape than the others, like Sonic, Tails, and all them, and they really didn't have to do that. So, all in all, even though it's not the best plush, it does look relatively nice, and this size is extremely well stuffed. I honestly have no problems with that. So this comes to the point of the show, because it's clearly on like national television or something, where I show you guys one of my childhood plush. Now this one's not beaten up and drawn on marker, well, it's kind of beaten up, but that would be the 4th of July Amy Rose. This is a different size. This is like one size smaller, and yeah, you can see she is super worn, and I am so sorry to anybody who really wants a plush like this. I didn't know as a child. I didn't know better. Either way, though, it's not terribly beaten up. Just kind of faded and not very puffed. Now, one thing's for sure, I believe, yeah, the eyes on this size are ridiculously awful. Amy came out of Area 51 3 times. 3 times. Seriously, that's what this looks like. I don't know how you could get those eyes so wrong, but if you look at it, they are the same size iris and pupil. I don't understand why. Why wouldn't you shrink that? I mean, sure, you're saving money, but then it looks like that. And I don't get it. I just don't understand it. And yes, this is actually 100% a Toy Network variant. It has been confirmed. So that's even more crazy. So, one thing you might notice as well Yeah, that bandana, that is not a part of the plush. That's something that I added as a child. Why, you ask? I had a felt blanket that was used to make a weighted blanket, and I started making certain clothing apparel for certain plush. No idea why. One thing, weird obsession that we had as kids too, was just taking off accessories like the headband. I don't know why. I trimmed this one off. I don't know why. Maybe she was warm for like a barbecue or something. Because we played with these things. We had a storyline. I'm not kidding. We actually had like a full-on storyline with these. Do I remember it? Not really. But seriously, we had a full-on storyline. We used our creativity to the max. Almost. It was mostly me and my sister. But that's not the point. Looking at the dress, though, the blue part is supposed to have a bunch of stars, and those are pretty much completely faded. There is one star left, though, on the very back, but thankfully you do have the bottom part being the stripes, which is pretty cool, and you can see the stars that are actually on the shoes. So, I mean, it is super cheesy, and it's one of those things that you might be like, really? They did this, and you like it. Why? I just like it because it's childhood and all that. But all in all, you probably were expecting something atrocious. Well, that's gonna be the last plus. Plus, God, I can't speak. Plush. So next up is the last new one. So I'm gonna set these down, and I don't know the size of this thing. But it looks giant, and I'm kind of nervous because I don't have that much room on my Toy Network shelf. Oh, wow, she's not even in, like, a plastic bag. She's just in gift wrapping. Alrighty, here we are. So I am curious. I have no idea what in the world this variant is supposed to be. I have no idea. It's not a patriotic one. This is the patriotic one. But it has a ton of stars on it. Full on pink dress. I don't know, maybe they had some extra like star pattern ink or something. Oh my god, it's even a different size. What the heck? Okay, so we literally have 4 different, like completely different variants. So far the regular Amy is pretty much the best. Here, let me actually scooch over. Okay, this might seem a little silly, but we're actually going to put like this, and eventually, actually, I think can we fit? Yeah, because the switchback's there. Yeah, and I dropped a Mario controller. Well, this is a Sonic video, so there's that. Alright, anyway, though. Oh, God, do not break new Amy, because that would be bad. That would be bad. Alright, so now that we have them just kind of lounging, we can look at this plush a little bit more. So, yeah, the star thing, the pink dress star thing, that's pretty weird. But can we talk about that hat? Instead of a headband, they gave her a lavender hat with a flower on it. Like, oh my god, this is really not simple to do. If this had flower patterns on it, you could be like, oh, it's a garden Amy. That's what it, right. It's old Grandma Amy. You know, you gotta love Grandma Amy. Or Picnic Amy, or something. I don't know. But, like, pink star dress. And then hat. What? And then you have what looks to be the same size of eye. Why? And this is even worse because they made it too high up. And I get it. It's a ton of variance. across one line of plush, the same print of plush. And it's supposed to be a really easy, cheap plush to make, and you're selling them as carnival prizes. Okay, that's all well and good. That's fair. I get it. But, like, the quality in the quality in that's amazing. The quality in this, it's so. What were you even doing? Were you blindfolded when you put this on? Like, I don't understand. And the eyelashes look bigger. Looks like it's one of the big Amy's, but you should have just made it smaller. They're sticking out like they're gonna, like, poke you. They're like forks. Like, why? It's gonna scab someone's eye out. I don't get it. The little thing, it's more like this one, the normal sized one for the hairpiece, and that's kind of what Tails is like, so it's not very well stuffed. This whole plush, except for like the main part of it, isn't too well stuffed. The ears, not very well stuffed. They're fairly flat, probably because of the hat, so they figured, we don't need to do that. And why they didn't just, like, put the hat over and put ear holes? That would have made so much more sense and looked like 10 times better. The arms themselves are also fairly stuffed, not well. And the shoes are normal. I honestly don't know what to say about this plush. This is ridiculous. And I did actually apparently have a Sonic X tag like this. This is still Toy Network. As you can see, it does say manufactured. I don't think you guys can see that, but it does say manufactured by Toy Network. So it's official. It's weird, and it's official. Okay, so you've seen a brand new regular Amy plush, pretty big size, really great quality. You've seen 4th of July Amy, which childhood plush, kind of beaten up, so-so quality. Then you've seen old garden picnic grandma Amy, who is just like, what? Now, get ready for my childhood Amy. It's a regular size. Yeah, you might have a few questions. Like, first of all, why did I cut the headband off the one I got second, but not the one I got first? Why is that what I kept intact? To that I say probably because we weren't allowed to use scissors back then. Because Amy was actually one of my first plush. Which is why she is so beaten up. Like, her neck just leans back naturally. That's a natural lean. Because of the low amount of stuffing in this. It's ridiculous. The eyes are super worn out because we constantly would hit their eyes together. And one thing you'll notice, the eyes are different. They're actually a different type of eyes. So the eyes were probably continued from a certain mount. Because I've seen those life-size ones and they have like eyes like this. And I'm like, should be a lot bigger. What are you doing? Looking at this though, the mouth is fairly intact. We did wash these a few times though, so the drawing is a bit out, which is great. But you have some black on here. You've got some like bruise marks and cuts. I told you, there was a story. I don't know where we were going for this, but like for these we were like zombie apocalypse. Zombie, apparently. But like very battle torn and stuff. It's not like we were watching like insanely mature content when we were children. Like, we just played Sonic and Mario, so I don't even know where ideas like this came from. And then you've got the glove. And to top that off, you have a dress from a Barbie. I don't know why, but we actually took off. I took off the regular dress and put a Barbie doll dress on it. I mean, it fits. I think we ripped off the sleeves so that it could fit. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then there's even a big tear in the back, which is just ridiculous. And how's the shoe quality? Is that going to be like the one part of the dress that isn't entirely screwed up? Is the shoes? Oh my god. On such a like horrific looking plush, the shoes are so intact. Like, if you didn't know better, if this is all you saw, you didn't see the blue dress, you'd think, oh my god, that is a new Amy plush. And then, yeah, touch tag is like super worn too. But yeah, the shoes look so great too. So let's compare them. Okay, this is so hard to turn. My two childhood ones. And then regular versus what used to be a regular. But who knows? Maybe there's a variant that looks exactly like this with the dress and maybe not all the beaten up. This is, went to the wrong ballroom, Amy. To be honest with you. So, that is it for my childhood comparison video Amy edition. Now, usually it is around 4 plush or so, but usually it's like Sonic and Knuckles, Tails and Shadow. But I had 2 childhood variants, and I did have those 2. Now, there is another one, and there's a fair amount of ones that we can do, and variants that are out there. There are more variants that I get. I will do videos on them because this is a gold mine, and we have to put it on record. I wish I could get the snowboarding Knuckles, but that one's like $200. Such a shame. He has a hat and snowboard and everything. It's just amazing. It's weird, but it's amazing because it's weird, and it's great. But yeah, there is another variant that's really random for Sonic, and that one is going to be in the next episode with a different character. So 4 more plush and a whole lot of ridiculousness. It's probably going to be a slightly shorter episode, but a more exciting episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Toy Network comparison, and it almost looks like a ranking system. Like, first, second, third, garbage. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was mean. I appreciate it. It's just weird and random. But, yeah. Zombie Apocalypse and Grandma Amy are going to annihilate you now. Wow, who thought that Grandma Amy would look creepier than Zombie Amy? That's weird. Oh my gosh. Guys, you guys are going to have nightmares about Grandma Amy. This is... wow, just what? Alright, guys. Keep safe.